As John Kennedy once stated, change is the law of life. Those who look only at the past or at the present, these are destined to miss the future. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome. I hope you are feeling very much welcome right now. On behalf of Mr. Erasmo Carlos Batistella, BSBO's president, and also of the president of the Board of Administration, Francisco Turra, we would like to salute the mayor of Passo Fundo, Pedro Almeida, and also the president of the City Hall of the city of Passo Fundo, Alberi Grando, and thanking everyone who's here, all the city representatives. We would like to mention that we also have here with us the leader of CRPO Planalto, Lieutenant Sion Freitas da Silva, and we would also like to celebrate the presence of other authorities, guests, colleagues from the press, board members, and all of our employees, our partners, our clients, suppliers, and the community who is following us through YouTube and also through Instagram. We hope that all of you feel very much welcome today. I am fortunate to be here today with you to talk about transformation. We have reached our 18th anniversary. But looking at renewable energies, we firmly believe in the power of renewable energies. We believe they can transform the world. They can help to create a greener planet, a more sustainable planet. And with that intention, we have new challenges, new projects, new aspirations that all of you will have the opportunity to know right now. And with that amazing energy, we would like to invite BSBO's president, Mr. Erasmo Carlos Batistella, to take the floor. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Good afternoon, Thais. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like to remind us all that when I turned 18, I wanted to get my driver's license because I wanted to drive. It was a watershed moment in my life. And now we are celebrating our 18th anniversary at BSBO's. In Brazil, when we turn 18, we have an opportunity to evolve in life, to begin a new cycle. And that's the intention when we begin our conversation here today. Today, BSBO's wants to show you a new path towards a new future. That's what we want to cover here with you today. I would like to start by thanking all of you for being here today. My family is here with me. My father, my mother, Luciana, Elena, and Isadora, and everyone who's watching online, Mr. Mayor, Pedro Almeida, and I would like to salute the Passo Fundo community. And I would like to say hello to all the employees who are here represented by some of our collaborators. Today is a very important day in our history and in our journey, because this is when we want to share with you an evolution in our journey. This conversation today is going to be divided into 3 topics. First, we're going to talk about evolution, and that's when I connect BSBO's 18th anniversary. It seems like it was yesterday, and I connect this with our evolution. And I also want to talk about the business and our future, and I want to present to you firsthand our 7th sustainability report. Well, we are looking at these three pillars and thinking about these 18 years of history. B8 is growing a lot. We began 18 years ago with a greenfield project. Just this morning, we had a presentation for our collaborators. João Pedro, at the time, he's saying, well, 18 years ago, we only had a soybean crop, but we didn't grow just in Passo Fundo. We grew in Paraná, in Brazil, in Europe, in Switzerland, in Paraguay. We have many projects who are now about to begin as well. And about a year ago, we decided to wonder, or we began wondering, does our brand reflect this growth? Does our brand reflect our attitudes, our behavior, our work, and our business? Well, I'm not a brand expert. I am a brand admirer. And to think about that, we hired Future Brand 1 year ago, which is they specialize in brands. And together with Future Brand, we decided to analyze, does our brand reflect our moment as a company? Well, since I'm not a brand expert, as I said, today I invited Everton. Everton, let's give him a round of applause. Please join me, Everton. Good afternoon. I invited Everton. He is the CEO of Future Brand. He's been working with us for a year. And I'm going to give the floor to an expert. Thank you, Erasmo. Thank you for calling me an expert. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Everton. I'm CEO and partner of Future Brand in Brazil. Well, when Erasmo invited me for this project, it's not every day that we see a company with ideals that are so much connected with ours. Creating brands for Future Brand is to prepare the brands for the future, a better future for people, for society, for everyone. This is very much aligned to B8's goal. We want to create brands for the future. And we work with several brands around the world, the major brands in the market. Future Brand is a global brand consultancy. We are present in over 21 countries, and we have a leading operation in Brazil. Well, what have we done in recent years? Let me show you a little bit. Thank you. Well, today we're going to talk about the future of another brand. It's another brand that's going into this amazing portfolio. So let's talk about the future of B8. Let's talk about the future of B8's businesses, the future of people at B8. And let's talk about brand, because brand is everything for us. It's much more than what we see with the naked eye. It's much more than a logo, colors, advertisement, and communication. Brands are supported by many elements that are tied to the heart of the business. Community, our cause, our purpose, our processes, our people, all of that supports the brand. And what we see is only the tip of the iceberg. So a brand is about building all of that. That's what we did with B8. We built every element in this brand, B8. Well, to build a strong, future-proof brand, we need to build B8's reputation. We need to generate desire in our customers. We need to have an attractive brand for people, nurturing loyalty. We need to attract and retain talent, and we need to be prepared for the future, fostering our future growth. A brand is what is most fundamental in the construction of a company. It's its most valuable asset. Well, to grow with assertiveness, we studied opportunities, we understand pathways, and what did we do or did we need to take BSBOs to the future? Well, where is BSBOs right now? It is a very strong local brand. It is very much renowned with an impeccable reputation. Looking at the future and the company's ambition, we realized that BS Bios had a greater potential of becoming a global brand. Having that potential in mind, we decided to create a full project. We analyzed strategies, we designed creations, and as Erasmo said, we spent almost 1 year working together, over 5 companies involved. I'm just representing all these people, but this work involved Future Brand team, Analytica, Conferry, BS Bios. We talked to a lot of people internally, employees, customers. We understood the desires and needs of everyone. We involved many different offices to create a brand that can be active in more than 45 countries. Besides the active participation of our network, we looked inside to understand BS Bios, but we also looked outside. We used our network of offices to understand needs, opportunities, and specificities of all these markets. It became clear to us, we came to very important conclusions that validated the idea of the potential of a global brand through technologies, through the respect BS Bios has in the community, and through this circular process. Well, when we finished our global analysis, we wondered, what is BS Bios positioning? How can it set itself apart from other brands? How does it want to be seen? What is our position? Well, to build the future brand, we always want to balance purpose and experience. Purpose is what we want to be, the legacy we want to live for the world. And experience, well, how do we take that to people? Strong brands balance these 6 dimensions. They have a clear vision of the future. They want to redefine their categories, and they generate sustainable value for people and for business. And they deliver this in practice. They provide an engaging experience in different points of contact. They create an emotional bond, and they improve people's lives. When we bring all these elements together, we define a future-ready brand. Well, looking at attributes, strengths, and challenges, we designed a strategy on how to do that, where we were and where we want to be. Looking from local biofuel, we want to have a clear vision of the future. We're going to talk about global renewable energy. So from a Brazilian biodiesel brand, we want to redefine this category and become a global renewable energy technology. From product sustainability, we want to move towards sustainability in all our interactions. From a category language, we want to be a source that it's special. We are focused in our roots, and we want to create an emotional bond. So we are now inspired in our roots. And from pulverized relationships, we want to be an ecosystem in harmony. Well, looking at these targets, these ambitions, we will start this new moment in BS Bios. This is a moment of evolution that reinforces our essence, and it ensures that we gain life in new ways. Well, to talk about BS Bios, I want to invite Erasmo back. He's the expert in BS Bios, right? And we are going to have a conversation. So why are we here, Erasmo? Thank you so much, Everton. Let's give him a hand. I told you, he's amazing. Thank you so much, Everton. Okay, so let's continue. Thank you, Everton, so much. Well, why are we here? We are here because we have a purpose. Most of you here today, either online or remotely, you wake up every day because you have a purpose in life. It's the same with BS Bios. Our purpose, or the definition of our purpose, is a belief. It is a cause that connects our brand to a broader context. That's how we perceive purpose. The first innovation I want to bring to you is the new BS Bios purpose, which will be presented firsthand. Our new purpose is to lead the energy renovation to create a sustainable future, preserving our origins and the earth. This new purpose is what we do today. We produce renewable energies. We work towards decarbonization. We lead in Brazil and elsewhere the strengthening of renewable energies and this industry. This is what we already currently do every single day, but now we put it in writing. And besides putting it in writing, we are even focusing even more on that. And we want to share this with you. We are very proud of the work we've done. Well, if you have a purpose, you need a positioning. I have some friends here, and they always tell me that people with positions are people who make a difference. We do have a positioning in our company. Our perception of positioning is how we define ourselves in a simple and objective manner. What we do, the positioning summarizes our brand, why, what, and why we are unique. The evolution of our positioning, and here I'm sharing this with you firsthand, is that we are a renewable energies company that implements new energy mixes through a circular, innovative ecosystem. We focus in a production that ensures a future with natural resources. We do a sustainable work focused on people, businesses, and planet. If you were here 1 year ago in our previous sustainability report, you will remember that I finished by saying that BSBOs always has people first. But we are also focusing on a better and healthier planet. The children we have today, whether they are Isadora or Elena, we have some school kids here as well, we have the responsibility of delivering a better world than the one we received. And this is our positioning. It's not anything new. We are producing renewable energies, and we are fighting for this cause of renewable energies. Well, if we have a purpose and a positioning, we have a personality as well. And professionals, together with BS Bios teams, they have worked to discover our personality. And we are focusing on 5 main pillars. The first one is the personality that makes things feasible. It starts with a V in Portuguese. We have made many things feasible, things people thought impossible, such as transforming a company in a market leader in 18 years. So we are this company that makes things feasible. We make things happen. We are also an example. We are setting many positive examples, and we are sharing this with you. With great partners, we fight for fair causes, and we will keep on being an example. We are renewable. That's our essence. What we produce is renewable. We plant raw materials. We search for raw materials that are seen as waste, and we turn that into energy. That's being renewable. That's being circular. But more than that, we work for a circular economy. We are fearless, fearless. We were always fearless, and we were the first biodiesel company in Brazil to acquire a plant in Europe. And we did many other fearless initiatives because we have the courage. We are bold and we have the courage of facing the future, and we are engaged. We are engaged. Our team is engaged. We are engaged with our communities. We have a sense of belonging, and we believe that we have this characteristic. Well, and to summarize all that, our personality is verde. This is the first letter in all these words in Portuguese. Verde means green in Portuguese. And there's nothing better than this color and this word to give the right dimension of what we are doing. The more renewable energies we produce, the more renewable energies we use, the greater the energy transition, we are contributing to a greener planet. We have a purpose, we have a positioning, and we have a personality, a green personality. That leads to a great environment to evolve. And that's what I want to share with you. We have prepared a video, and we hope you like this video. In this video, we want to show the evolution of our brand, the evolution of B8 Bios and the expectations we have. We hope this video really shows and transmits our evolution, our purpose, our positioning, and our personality. The video is subtitled. Yes, folks, we're back with a white t-shirt now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Your excitement seems to show that you enjoy the new brand. We are very emotional today. This is a very special moment. Again, I make a reference to our early days. We had to make important decisions, and now the decision of evolving into a new brand, this is a major decision. I have goosebumps right now because, you know, I see the movie of the last 18 years in my head. This is a major decision based on technical criteria, based on our professional work. That is how we see our challenge. That is how we face our journey and our everyday work to build an even bigger and bolder company. So Be8, reinventing the future right now. This is our new brand. It's the evolution of BS Bios. Be8, welcome. Thank you so much. And let's continue. I'm not a brand expert once again, but I'm going to try to explain why we believe that this brand will really help us to build our new future. Well, why Be8? We will be endless energy, an energy without limits. The world of renewable energies is here to embrace infinite possibilities. That's what renewable energies represent. Be8 is a complete ecosystem where everything can be used, reused. This is a circular economy where people, businesses, and the planet all win. This is a win-win world. No one loses. Be represents the verb to be, to exist. And according to my English teacher, sometimes even the equivalent of having in Portuguese, to have. This is a global language. Most people around the world know the verb to be and what it means. And we have the 8. The 8 is an icon of infinity, of the circular world that defines us perfectly. The 8 shows as an icon this infinite possibilities. So this new brand has the B from BS Bios, and it represents infinity as well. The first time I saw this brand, which was presented to us by Future Brand, my first feeling, my first reading, when I looked at it, I said, we are infinite. That's how I read this. We are infinite. We are not arrogant enough as to say we are infinite, but renewable energies are. Our work, our legacy, we want to broaden the use and production of renewable energies. And that's why we firmly believe that Be8 is an evolution of BSBOs that is at the right time, at the right place. This will prepare us and make us stronger for the next steps these company will give. Well, moving towards the end of this presentation, we see this transformation and how the brand was born. Be8, reinventing the future now. And now I'd like to give you some data from our sustainability report. We decided to have this very important moment because April 15th, that's when we celebrated our 18th anniversary, 16 years of operation. Every month of April, we launch our sustainability report. So being here today with this new brand, this is very special to us. That's why I want to quickly mention our 7th sustainability report. It already holds this beautiful cover image. You will receive this report to take this with you firsthand. And once again, the cover was designed by the BS Bios teams, by Isaias, who is our amazing artist. This cover shows what is Be8. It shows what Be8 is. We see that it is indeed possible to move towards the future, to transport, to fly using only renewable energies. Well, looking at our 7th report, we have to talk about the economic impacts. Being sustainable is not just about producing clean energies, it's also about generating results. BS Bios is still responsible, Mr. Mayor, for an important share of the GDP of the city, 17% of the GDP of Passo Fundo. Passo Fundo is growing fast. It's not easy to follow this pace. We are the 5th economy of our state. In Marialva, we are responsible for 44% of the local GDP, and we have data from other units in our next report. 2.4 billion reais in taxes collected by the city of Passo Fundo, 5.2 billion in the city of Marialva. We create 9,000 direct and indirect jobs and 1,400 jobs in the region of Marialva. This is data from FIPE. FIPE helps us to build this report. 9.6 billion was our revenue last year, almost 10 billion reais. This is a company that has 16 years of operations. This is an important landmark to us. 889 million liters of biodiesel. According to Exame Business Magazine, we rank among the 100 biggest companies in Brazil and among the 40 largest companies in the southern region. We are present in 13 Brazilian states and 12 countries. We have acquired the La Paloma unit in the country of Paraguay, where we produce biodiesel. So it was a year of hard work, of major results, of a lot of planting and great harvesting. Talking about the environmental side, we have a complete decarbonization plan. Our CO2 neutral. It's our program that has clear targets to be carbon neutral by 2030. We received a GHG accreditation because of our program. This is a very important acknowledgement. Another acknowledgement came from EPA. It's the US agency, and our Passo Fundo plant is the only Brazilian plant authorized to export biodiesel into the US. And we did our first export in February this year into the US. 10 years ago, we did our first export from Passo Fundo into Europe and now into the US. This is amazing work from our team, and we've been working on this for many years now. We also sold biodiesel through coastal navigation because we want to reduce emissions. Well, still in the environmental area, we managed to have the 14,001 accreditation. This is key for us to have the US accreditation as well. Looking at social, or the S in SCG, so many initiatives, but I want to highlight 2 today. The Ser Sustentável program, being sustainable, we work with a circular economy. We collect more and more used oil from schools, supermarkets, cooperatives that are collecting oil. That generates jobs. We help people who need this. They collect oil that used to contaminate waters, and now we generate renewable energies. We have a program with restaurants and fast food chains. This is a commitment that we have to reuse a raw material that was used for feeding purposes, and now it can produce renewable energies. We have a women's leadership program. We started with the eco bags with our uniforms. We now recycle used uniforms to create these eco bags, and that generates income and jobs for women. They're working with dignity and generating results. We are very proud of this work that we are doing. Another very interesting initiative is the Seeds for the Future, Sementinhas do Futuro. Over 6,000 kids that are 4th graders, they came to visit Be8 here and in Marialva. This is a very inspiring program, and I firmly believe in its importance. This will help children to know what we do. Many children visited us and are now working as trainees with us. This is also a very important commitment with children. Well, now talking about the G in ESG governance. our program integrity, which is our compliance program, it was acknowledged. We got 2 important awards, Mais Integridade, from the Ministry of Agriculture. Very few Brazilian companies have this accreditation. It's very special. We have also received an award in São Paulo from the I Don't Accept Corruption program. And recently, Deloitte gave us a seal as one of the best managed companies in Brazil. And we are proud of the work that everyone at Be8 did. 93% of our collaborators have been trained in our compliance program, and 71% of our business partners have received training in compliance. We did auditing and due diligence and 3,600 people that have businesses with us, either individuals or legal entities. Our hotline has received 194 reports. All of them were verified, and that led to 53 initiatives. We want to have a healthy environment in our company and in our business with our partners. Finally, and I'm about to finish, last year we launched our accreditation program. It's called 2SC. This is a very important program. We are going to work a lot with it. It is very important for our value generation chain. We certify raw material producers or input producers into RenovaBio, which is the Brazilian program. We want to accredit them for ESEC because we export into Europe and our suppliers need this accreditation. We want to accredit suppliers of raw material. Many of them are here with us today, and I salute you all. We want to accredit them so that we can export into the US and into Europe. And soon we will have the CARB accreditation so that we can export into California. I travel a lot, I study a lot, and I am sure that we need to certify production chains, supply chains, so that we can have access to markets, and they will pay more for that. There's people willing to pay more if we have these accreditations, and we have to lead this work. We have to invite partners, cooperatives, grain producers, fat producers, slaughterhouses, so that together we can increase the volumes of accredited raw materials and input. Just this morning, we had a very special day. Now we have a very special lunch right now. But just this morning, after 18 years, for the first time in my life, I evolved because I started using the name Be8, the brand Be8. We had an amazing breakfast with our employees in Passo Fundo. Many people were connected in other units. We were very emotional. You see some pictures of the Marialva unit, of the Passo Fundo unit, of our employees wearing the new Be8 shirt. This is something that BSBOs had and that Be8 preserves: engagement. Our team is very much engaged. It was amazing to see the reaction of people in using this shirt with the Be8 brand. I'm ready. I saw this, and people that work at Be8, I'm still saying BSBOs oftentimes, but this is all so new. This is a day of transition. So everyone who works at Be8 is having this very special day today. And finally, I want to give the floor to Anna. Where are you, Anna? Anna, you're always so fast. Anna leads our ESG committee in our ESG area. Anna, how long have you been with us? 2 years. I've been 2 years for the company. On April 14th, 2 years, that was my 2-year anniversary. Well, Anna, I want to give you a symbolic gift, Anna, for helping us with our program, the program that you just saw. together with the support of many people, she helped us build our eco bags, and I'm very happy to give Anna a shirt that I wore many days when I went to work at BS Bios. This is a shirt that represents emotions, a shirt that represents also doubts and questions and challenges, victories. Just this morning, I was saying that this represents joy, but many difficult moments as well. And I know you all know what I'm talking about. Most of all, this shirt represents my pride in this 18-year journey together with amazing people that helped me build, or that helped us build, what Be8 is now and what Be8 will be in the future. So Anna, I want to give you this shirt. I would like that you could use all BS Bios uniforms with women to turn them into many eco bags, so that this shirt that carries so many stories and that has generated many values, a lot of value to people, I want this to be circular. I want it to generate value to other people. Well, it's an amazing gift, and we already have an order for our workshop of women. We are working with many partners, and it just shows how we are engaged and how we can collaborate to do what our brand says, sharing value, sharing value. Thank you, Anna, so much. Well, everyone, before we wrap up, I just wanted to say that today, this is a day of transformation in my life and in our lives. For 18 years, I go to bed, I wake up, I have lunch, I have dinner, thinking of BS Bios. I've said this word so many times a day, BS Bios. And starting today, we will start to say Be8. And I am positive that Be8 represents everything we are and everything we will still build. The same emotion I felt when I got my driver's license at 18, I felt this morning when I wore this t-shirt for the first time. And rest assured that, if and what depends on me and on Be8's team, we will keep on growing, developing, and generating more value and more proud to our city, to our state, and to our country. So I wish Be8 a long life, all success. Be8 is about reinventing the future now. Thank you very much. Thank you. BS Bios is now Be8, a company of renewable energies that is implementing new energy mixes through a circular ecosystem based on innovation. And continuing with our activities of today, we now give the floor to the president of the City Hall of Passo Fundo, Mr. Representative Alberigran. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to listen to Erasmo. Dear Erasmo, dear friend, I really like to hear what you have to say. I would like to salute Mr. Mayor, and I would like to state or to say that once again, Erasmo, I felt as the physician I was when I lived in the countryside and I delivered babies. This is a new child that's born, Be8. This is amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. What a beautiful child. I'm very happy to be representing here the 21 city representatives of Passo Fundo. Passo Fundo is very thankful for this company that it now has a new name, but with the same principles. Erasmo, I was very glad to know that you are searching for a better future and working towards a better future. We need progress, but only with human beings at the center. When we talk about building a better world, this world should be for everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean every living being deserves a better future. And I fully believe and trust that your companies, the companies that you've built and that you're still building, will do exactly that, creating a better future. Thank you very much from the City Hall. We support you and we will always support this type of activity and innovation. Thank you very much, Erasmo. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Alberi. We will now listen to the words of the mayor, Pedro Almeida. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to salute our dear friend Erasmo and dear Tuha. I would like to salute all the C-suits, the leadership, all the employees of BS Bios, now Be8. You make our city proud, all of you. Listening to Erasmo's words, for any manager in any city, is a boost of optimism and hope for the future. A company that has at its core the sensitivity, the competence, the dedication, respecting people, respecting the environment. So many important values, Mr. Erasmo, we could be listing here. And we learn to admire you for the last 18 years with BS Bios. Passo Fundo is very proud of this story, this joint history, and we want to work together with you always, evolving on this process together. All the authorities that were named here, that are here with us, city representatives, Mr. Alberi, I'm sure that all of us will leave this room today more energized and motivated to care for the city we love and are proud of. This is a clear example of success and entrepreneurship. We have so many successful examples in our city. Our business people, everyone who dedicate their lives to the story of their companies in different ways and different times. We are all building the Passo Fundo we want to have. Some entities here have existed for over 100 years. Some have existed for 50 years. And BS Bios is an 18-year-old company. You know, it's like that center forward player in soccer that all the teams want to buy. But we have this amazing player right here in Passo Fundo, scoring goals throughout the championship. When you showed the green personality, I thought you were inspired by some of our players. But this is Passo Fundo. It belongs to all of us. Congratulations, long live Be8, and welcome once again to this community. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And now we give the floor to the president of the Trade Association and Agribusiness Association. The CISA is the acronym in Portuguese. You have the floor, Mr. Cássio Gonçalves. to join us and deliver a plate that pays tribute to these 18 years of journey of BS Bios. And Be8 president, Mr. Erasmo, and also the president of the board, Francisco Turra, please join us to receive this plate. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to be here with you, honoring Be8. It's an 18-year-old company that is just born. And CISA wants to give you a plate to pay tribute to these 18 years of story and services provided to the Passo Fundo community, fostering economic development and generating income and jobs for our company. The Association of Services and Economic at Passo Fundo pays tribute to Be8 in celebration to the 18 years of activity in a path of many achievements and contributions to the global development. Be8 makes Passo Fundo and Brazil proud. It takes the name of our city as one of the main producers of biodiesel, generating jobs and economic development for our region. You strengthen the local economy and you contribute for the sustainable growth of our city. Congratulations and long live Be8. I know this was not rehearsed, right? But Leticia just told me this week, CISA is going to pay us tribute. There's going to be a celebration. And they want to put BS Bios in the plate. And I say, well, this is going to be a very special tribute. It's the last plate that says BS Bios, and it's the first plate that says Be8. Thank you so much for this. We would like to thank all of you who are here in person, all of you who are watching us online through our web platforms. Thank you all so much for being here, for each and every one of you. We would like to state once again that when you leave this room, you will receive a copy of our sustainability report, and you will receive a gift with our new Be8 brand. And just before we finalize, we want to invite all of you to access be8energy.com, where you will find a lot of information about our projects and everything that is new. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Once again, thank you all very much.